We're going to move to item 5 on the addendum, open meeting law complaint. I'm going to ask counsel to make some comments before we hear this item, because we did receive a privileged communication that involved aspects of this discussion. So I'd ask the county attorney to give us some advice here. Counsel, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you mentioned, there was an attorney-client privilege communication last Thursday, I think it was. And the board's discussion with respect to this item should not include any content from that communication without the board voting to waive the attorney-client privilege. So I think the agenda item is appropriate. The board members need to be careful not to discuss anything that was in that communication without the board voting to waive privilege. The board could also vote at any time to go back into executive session to have discussion on that if it wishes to do so.
Supervisor Valadez, I know this is Supervisor Miller's issue, and we'll get to you absolutely in a moment, but Supervisor Valadez, please.
Mr. Chairman, my only real concern is, yes, we do have the ability to go into executive session at this point in time. The only issue then is that we have to limit our discussion. I had a discussion with our counsel to just the obtention of outside counsel as opposed to the general advice. I would just certainly ask if maybe we could do it so that there was an executive session scheduled at a future board meeting, and then have this on the agenda so that we can have full advice from our counsel as opposed to having them only specific to this specific item.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, could we reconvene an executive session? I make a motion to convene an executive session now to address this item so that we can come out and vote on it, because time is of the essence. There's a required response within a certain time frame.
Is there a second to that motion? Hearing none. Supervisor Miller.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, as you know, that an open meeting law complaint has been filed against certain members of the board. I have been asked by the Attorney General to respond to that complaint, and I do have information, I do have documentation, I do have testimony to provide, and as a result of that, I would like to retain outside counsel as the county attorney. I'm not sure if representing all of the members, because we're in somewhat of an adversarial position, and I don't think one attorney can represent all of us, so I am requesting to meet with outside counsel so that I may respond to the Attorney General's office on this complaint.
Point of information.
Supervisor Valadez.
Mr. Chairman, my point of information is this: I don't believe that any of the 5 of us can use the county attorney on this matter. But I show deference to our counsel on our own.
Counsel.
Mr. Chairman, Supervisor Ally, that's correct. You cannot represent any individual board member with respect to this matter.
So is each individual board member, I guess no one else has requested outside counsel at this time. I am requesting that the board approve, and I make a motion that the board approve my request to retain outside counsel in order to formulate my response and turn it over to the Attorney General.
Is there a second? Motion fails for lack of a second. Any further discussion? If not, okay, we're going to move on.